rocking the contemporary. Once again, guys, remain seated and continue to keep those hands, arms, and feet legs inside the boat.
We are visiting EPCOT. The letters, you may know, are an acronym for More Educational Fun Than Should Be Allowed. The theme park is made up of two parts, Future World, neat scientific stuff, and the World Showcase, which allows us, who cannot afford to travel the world, to travel the world. World Showcase opens later in the morning.
Inside, you'll find Ellen's Energy Adventure, hosted by Ellen DeGeneres and Bill Nye, the Science Guy. Mission Space is an exhilarating sensory thrill ride that puts you and your flight crew in command of an out-of-this-world mission to Mars. At Test Track, you can experience the exhilaration of test riding a vehicle on the longest and fastest ride ever produced for Walt Disney World. Coming into view is World Showcase. Directly across from us on the far shore of the World Showcase Lagoon is our first pavilion, the American Adventure. Those glass pyramids are the gateway to your journey into imagination. Inside, you can explore the creative process with figment.
We haven't done that in a long time.
Next is the land, where you can celebrate the Earth's rich diversity. The land is also home to Soarin', a free-flying adventure across natural wonders. Take an undersea trip into the big blue world at the Sea of Nemo and Friends. Afterwards, surround yourself with...
A security guard officer reminded me that the inspection was, after all, for our own protection. However, Tim was pulled aside randomly for closer scrutiny every time. I told Tim, don't feel bad. If Jesus was here, he would have been told, this way, please. Tim replied, but Jesus would have said, I am the way. It is Flower and Garden Festival time at EPCOT, so be prepared for a lot of flowers and topiary Disney characters.
We went on a huge adventure together, which you don't remember at all.
Is he orange with white stripes and looks kind of like you, only smaller?
Yes, have you seen him?
Seen who? Hi, I'm Dory.
Oh, it's jellyfish!
You're good. And I'm
Jellyfish! And the next one is jellyfish!
all right, Mr. Smarty Pants.
Friends of food. Delicious little friends. I wonder if clownfish taste funny.
Totally! But everybody's looking for you!
arms, feet, and legs inside the boat at all times. Parents, please supervise your children and refrain from flash photography or using video lights until we reach the greenhouses. Thank you. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy living with the land. In the desert, nature has created a very different, but no less beautiful living system. And while this arid landscape may seem lifeless, it is very much alive. Of all the forces at work on the land, humans have had one of the most profound effects: the need to produce food. Welcome to our living laboratories, where scientists from EPCOT and the U.S. Department of Agriculture are exploring innovative ways to produce bountiful harvests now and into the future. The tropics are home to the greatest diversity of plants on the planet. Many of these, like papaya, bananas, cacao, coffee, and rice, are well known around the world. These are just a few of the edible plants that have been an important source of nutrition for people living in the tropics. Many are rich in vitamins and minerals, while others are well adapted to growing in less than ideal conditions. Some, like the water lily, thrive in wet, swampy areas and waterways. All parts of this plant, even the flower petals, are edible. The starchy root of the plant has long been used to make flour for baking. One day, many of these lesser-known tropical plants may be as important as the bananas growing on both sides of the boat. When we mention farming, you probably don't think of fish, but fish farming, or aquaculture, accounts for nearly half of all the seafood consumed globally. Tilapia, bass, and catfish, like the ones you see here, are three of the more popular crops raised by fish farmers. The sustainable system we're using here recycles the water in the tanks. As a result, we're able to save millions of gallons each year. Our small fish farm produces nearly 5,000 pounds of fish each year to serve at restaurants around Walt Disney World. Innovations like this one can play an important role in our efforts to produce bountiful harvests and still protect natural resources. These plants are definitely on their way up. Innovative growing techniques like these increase yields while more efficiently using resources like water, fertilizer, and pesticides. Another innovation at work here is our integrated pest management program. By populating our greenhouses with beneficial insects that prey on harmful pests like aphids and flies, we are significantly reducing our reliance on conventional pesticides. We're growing these crops using our nutrient film system. This technique precisely controls and recycles water and nutrients. With it, we can produce over 27,000 heads of lettuce a year in this one small area. Some of our best ideas have been inspired by nature, like these fruit and vegetable trees. By growing these ground plants vertically, we can increase yields and better control diseases. These crops taste as good as they look. In fact, we serve more than 15 tons of produce from our greenhouses in restaurants here at the land every year. Include innovative ideas like this vertical growing system. Plants grown in this way use a fraction of the space required by traditional growing methods. That saves water and increases production. The aquaponics system on your left combines hydroponics with aquaculture. The fish provide a natural source of fertilizer for the plants, and the plants help keep the water clean for the fish. It's another great way to produce more while using less. In our lab, EPCOT scientists are
Time for a
working
break,
with the
but stay
US Department
tuned.
of
There's
Agriculture
more
on a
to
number
come.
of innovative projects.